What if Canon's most trusted sports camera is quietly preparing for a return much sooner than anyone expected? When the original Canon EOS R3 arrived in 2021, it didn't try to compete through megapixels or flashy specifications. Instead, it positioned itself as a serious tool for professionals who needed reliability under pressure, something closer in spirit to Canon's legendary 1D series, just reimagined for the mirrorless era. It quickly earned respect among sports and wildlife photographers for being fast, consistent, and dependable when it mattered most. Now, years later, the conversation is shifting again, and the focus is turning toward a possible successor, the Canon EOS R3 Mark II. The rumors surrounding the Canon EOS R3 Mark II are becoming increasingly hard to ignore, especially as timing speculation suggests a possible announcement window that could be closer than expected. Some discussions even point toward a reveal aligned with major global sporting events, a strategy Canon has historically used for its professional-grade cameras. That alone has fueled curiosity, but there's more context behind it. The original R3 is no longer new. It has been on the market for several years, and in the fast-moving world of professional imaging, that is a long cycle for a performance-focused body. As a result, the Canon EOS R3 Mark II is now being viewed less as an optional upgrade and more as a necessary evolution. Since the release of the original R3, the entire camera industry has changed significantly. Competitors have pushed innovation in different directions. Sony brought global shutter concepts into mainstream discussion, Nikon refined high-speed stack sensor performance, and Canon itself introduced newer flagship-level technology with models like the Canon EOS R1. All of these developments have raised expectations across the board. In this environment, the Canon EOS R3 Mark II has to exist in a very carefully defined space. It cannot overshadow the R1, but it also cannot feel outdated compared to newer competitors. The original EOS R3 was never designed to chase resolution. Its 24-megapixel stack sensor focused on speed, readout efficiency, and minimizing rolling shutter, qualities that matter far more in fast-paced environments like sports arenas, wildlife tracking, and unpredictable field conditions. That design philosophy is still relevant today, and most expectations for the Canon EOS R3 Mark II suggest that Canon will continue along that same path. Instead of dramatically increasing megapixels, the focus is expected to remain on improving sensor performance, potentially pushing closer to global shutter-like behavior without fully committing to it. In practical terms, this kind of improvement would have real-world benefits. Stadium lighting, for example, often creates banding issues with fast electronic shutters. Rapid motion can also introduce distortion in traditional rolling shutter systems. If the Canon EOS R3 Mark II can reduce or nearly eliminate these issues, it would significantly improve reliability for professional shooters. For many working photographers, consistency matters more than headline specifications, and Canon has always understood that segment well. Another key area of interest is high ISO performance. The original R3 built its reputation on delivering usable files in extremely low light conditions, often beyond ISO 12800. That level of performance is critical in sports photography, where lighting conditions are rarely ideal. The expectation is that the Canon EOS R3 Mark II will maintain or even improve this strength, ensuring that image quality remains dependable in challenging environments. But sensor technology alone is not enough anymore. Processing power plays an equally important role in modern cameras. Canon's Digic X processor has been a strong performer, but it is now part of an aging architecture. The introduction of newer processing systems, possibly building on Canon's evolving AI acceleration technology, could be a major factor in the Canon EOS R3 Mark II. A faster and more intelligent processor would improve autofocus decision-making, noise reduction, and image rendering consistency. Autofocus itself is expected to evolve, but not necessarily through flashy new modes. Instead, the focus is likely to be on reliability. In sports and wildlife environments, backgrounds are often chaotic, subjects move unpredictably, and lighting conditions vary constantly. Smarter subject recognition and more stable tracking would make a meaningful difference in real-world usage. The Canon EOS R3 Mark II is expected to refine this system rather than reinvent it. The shooting experience is another area where the R3 line has always stood out. Ergonomics, handling, and responsiveness are critical in professional environments. The Canon EOS R3 Mark II is expected to continue this tradition with subtle but meaningful improvements. One likely upgrade is the electronic viewfinder, potentially moving toward a higher resolution 5.76 million dot display similar to what is found in flagship models like the R1. A smoother, more responsive EVF would reduce fatigue during long shooting sessions and improve tracking accuracy. Eye Control AF is another feature that could evolve further. Canon's initial implementation was already innovative, but a second-generation system in the Canon EOS R3 Mark II could offer improved accuracy and better performance in crowded or fast-moving scenes. Combined with AI-enhanced subject detection, this could create a more intuitive shooting experience overall. Video capabilities are expected to improve, but not dominate the design. The Canon EOS R3 Mark II is still primarily a stills-focused professional tool. However, hybrid demands are increasing across the industry, so internal recording improvements are likely. Stable 6K recording, improved heat management, and efficient codec handling seem more realistic than pushing the camera into cinema territory. Canon will likely avoid overcomplicating the system, keeping the focus on speed and reliability rather than turning it into a hybrid flagship. In the end, the Canon EOS R3 Mark II is not just about whether a new camera is coming soon. It is about how Canon defines its professional mid-tier sports lineup in a world where technology is moving faster than ever. Whether it becomes a refined evolution or a transitional product will depend entirely on how carefully Canon balances innovation with purpose.